Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Bouncing. My name is Susan Churchill. I am a certified trainer, practice group leader, and very happy practitioner of Spring Forest Qigong. Happy to be with you today. I can't see through my glasses. Hold on a second. ah, clarity. Continuing with our intention of peace overall, let's bring in streams of peace today. How's that sound? Hi, Alicia. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Maria. Happy to see you all. All right, so let's get started with our feet shoulder or hip distance apart. I'm going to get my timer. Just a second. Sorry about that. Gotta have my timer. Awesome. So feet shoulder or hip distance apart. Smile. Exactly, Susan. Start my internal love engine. Hi, June. And so we want to stand with our feet shoulder hip distance apart and feel. Let's just really feel streams of peace coming up through the bottom of our feet from the earth. Coming up through our body, it just starts to soften and align. Our mind's like, ooh, what's going on? And comes down to be with us internally. Body, mind, spirit, soul, getting into alignment just with the feeling of being connected to the earth. And then we can put our attention, hi Patricia, to the lower dantian. Say good morning, lower dantian, our middle dantian. We could say hello to our upper dantian, and the connection from the top of our head out into the universe. Let the shoulders just hang down. They don't have to do any work. Elbows out, fingers open. Smile, smile, smile. Susan reminded us smile is start my internal love engine. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth, following your out breath to release and bring yourself into peacefulness. Tuck your chin in a little bit. And when you're feeling so happy and connected between heaven and earth, start bouncing from the knees. And you can visualize in the center of the universe a beautiful, brilliant sun. And I like to think of it being filled with everyone you've ever loved, and everyone has ever loved you. And feel the streams of peace coming down from that sun. And there you are, you've got peace coming up from the earth and down from the heavens, and you're just soaking it in. And you're filling up your reserves. When we have the tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth, that connects our front and back main energy channels. We're filling those up, and that also helps to fill up all the other meridians and energy channels in the body. Hi, Pam. And let's take our hands and bring them up above our head for 5 minutes of bouncing with our hands above our heads. And you want your hands just to flap. And maybe this is a day where you're just going to have them here or barely up, or maybe you can get those elbows up over your shoulders. Hi, Dorothy. So here we are, bouncing, having a good time. So when we're bouncing, we're waking up our chi. We're getting it flowing. When we have our hands up over our heads for 5 minutes, within an hour of waking up every day, Master Lin says, you got things going, you live to 100. So staying healthy just by doing this. Hi, Isabel. Maybe today is a day where you have them out like this, stretched out, or like that, or up. See what feels right for you today. Mine are being playful, so my hands are coming out like this today. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. We're bringing in streams of peace. Maybe that's why, because that feels like uh, lounging on an inner tube or a pool lounger thing. Streams of peace. Have you ever done one of those floats, like you've got a canoe or a kayak or something, or the tubes, and you just go down the river, down the stream? So you get on one place and then you get off downstream, so you don't have a lot of work to do. those are those are very relaxing and fun, especially if you have a nice group. Or maybe you're at one of those water parks that has the stream that just keeps going around. So you just get on and you float around. That's fun too. Hi, Christine. I haven't been on one of those forever. Well, my kids got older. It's the advantage of having kids or grandkids or relatives that have your nieces and nephews and stuff, or friends with kids, is then you go to these places and you have some kid fun that you might not have allowed yourself to have. So allow yourself to have some kid fun today or this weekend. Feel the vibration as you're bouncing. Scan your body slowly. Can you feel it in your sinuses? Can you feel it in your teeth, in your gums? Can you feel it relaxing? Any tension in your jaws? Can you feel it in the back of your neck and your shoulders? Just the bouncing, the vibration, saying, wake up, you sleepyhead. Anybody know that song? We had one of those uh, player pianos. Those are the coolest thing. And you put the little paper wrapped, can't remember what we called them, but you put it inside and then you hook it up, and then it has little bitty holes in it, and that pulls, it makes a vacuum and it pulls down the keys to make music. So I believe that was when the red robin comes bop bop bopping along. So you can check that out. Isn't it amazing what people have come up with? What if everybody was able to feel, stick our hands down, go side to side, free enough, and having time to let their creativity connect, to the universe for beautiful inventions and beautiful things that help other people. And so I don't know who created the player piano, but it brought a lot of joy into our family's life. Shoulders come up, head goes back, doing our shoulder shrugs. I loved parties because we pull out the rolls, piano rolls. I think that's what they were called. Relax your shoulders, Feel the spine tingly as spinal fluid goes up into the brain. Two more. And the family would get around and we'd sing. Some of the family, really good voices. Some, like me, well, not so much, but boy, it didn't matter to me. I love singing. And release. Let's tap the cheekbones. Open, open, open. All blockages gone, completely healed. And the kids would be as close to the piano as possible so we could see the roll moving along, and there were words on the roll. There were words on there, so you could sing along. Cup the top of your head, and it was a baby grand piano, so my dad would have the top up, cup the base of your head, come down to your C7, massaging this in a circular way, and then you could see the keys moving. It's magic. Do you have some fun stories like that? Tell us below. I love fun stories. And for anyone who was waiting for me to record the last Learn, Practice, Meditate, I just have not had the time to do it, so I apologize. I don't know if that's going to happen in this year. Cup the base, the kidney area. Rub with the back of your hands and the palms. It's on my list, though, so I'll let you know if it happens. Tap the tailbone. Tap your hips. Come down to your knees and cup the tops of your knees and the backs. Both sides left and right. And then let's come up on the toes, avoiding this if you're pregnant, up on the toes and down on the heels. And you can do kind of a, like you're skiing, so you're not giving a lot of impact. Let's take a breath in. Bring the streams of peace up from the earth, through your feet, through your legs. Come and cleanse your organs and up. Swish it all up like you're taking a big bucket, putting it over your head. And then that streams, the streams of peace coming back down, joined by the universe's big splash coming down and through your system. And how do you feel just from doing that? See how magical it is just to bounce. How you are, you become connected, your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul, and then, yeah, the day's going to be great just from bouncing. So if you don't have a lot of time and you could just put your timer on for 2 minutes, bounce for 2 minutes and enjoy it and be in the moment. All right, meanwhile, we are going to keep going. So after we do our bouncing and our active exercises, we have our feet shoulder hip distance apart, bend our knees, shoulders soften down again, elbows out. On purpose, we stretch our fingers and toes. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Activate 12 meridians in the body just by doing this, and then release. And I like to think about holding maybe and you can kind of feel it. See if you can feel it. An energy ball in your hands, and then place them along your sides and facing backwards is the instruction I received at the beginning. And then if you have more of a coming in toward your body, you just do what your body says. Let that happiness bubble up from your heart, joyfulness, and bring a smile to your face all the way up to your eyes. Chin goes back a little bit. Switch your breathing to breathing in and out through the nose. This is called beginning of the universe position, and we're going into song, Qigong relaxation, where we're holding our body's frame effortlessly, just like a pine tree. And as a pine tree, maybe the first pine tree, the beginning of the universe, you have every possibility available to you. So we'll prepare ourselves by looking at how we're balanced on our feet and invite balance, and just allow any um, alteration happen. So you are holding your form effortlessly. And then while we're here, let's do another visualization and feeling of this beautiful stream of peace that we're bringing in today, coming from the earth through our body out to the universe. Feel that. And then the universe sending more back down, cleansing your body and your chi field. And see if you notice anything. Let it go up and down a few times. Maybe you have an opening in your eyes, in your sinuses, in your elbows. And then releasing that thought, notice your chi in the front of your body, in the back of your body. Does it feel like one area has more than the other? And just invite balance. We're not judging, we're just noticing, helping ourselves to be as balanced as we can. Our left side of our body and our right side, top and bottom. And then go deep inside to the most still point, and allow your imagination to bring you from that point through all the layers of this amazing creature that you live in, out to the edge of your chi field, which is as far as your chi reaches, and back. And feel that balance. And now we use Master Lin's password that he gave us to help us to reach the highest vibration for health and wellness, for all healings. I am in the universe is in my body, the universe and I combine together. And then you do your work, you connect, you soften, and you connect to what's most divine for you, and ask for what you want from your practice today. And put it in, because we're all supporting each other. Do you have something physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually that you could use support with? Put it in. And for all of us, continuing with our peace theme, bringing in streams of peace. We'll take our right hand over our upper chest, left hand over the lower dantian. We're forming yin and yang this way. Make sure your knees still have a little bend in them. Your spine is straight. Your chin is tucked. Tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth. Then you still have a happy little Mona Lisa smile on your face. And visualize a column of light from the top of your head to the bottom of your torso. Light is one of the tools for healing. Healing actually happens in the light. So Master Lin, a lot of times he will say, see yourself totally clear, crystal clear. When you're totally crystal clear, you're in the light, or you bring in different colors. So today, let's do the fourth movement from Master Lin's 5-element practice. We take our hands, we've got all the fingers touching the opposite one, and make a little heart shape. And then bringing our hands up and down, find the point where they just hold themselves. Thank you, Ellen, for coming up with that. Realizing it and sharing that so I could share with other people. Then take and hold your weight on your left foot and actually stretch your right foot out a bit. So this one we have a wider stance, the only movement from the 5 element practice where you have a wider stance. Bend your knees down so you feel comfortable and balanced. And then we breathe in, take a breath in, and let the wave of that breath take us to the left side. And then we breathe out and we let the wave of that breath to take us or glide us over to the right side. So you might be on like a glider that's got a rail and it definitely has enough oil or WD-40. So you're just zooming back and forth. Or maybe you like to come up and up and down, or a combination. And go at your own pace. When you go slower, you can feel the chi better. And we're going to breathe in and visualize white light. This is called connecting with your body's energy, and we're bringing in contentment. So, very important to breathe in contentment and let the white light and contentment go through all the pores of your skin, the bottom of your feet, the top of your head, in through your elbows and your knees and your spine. And feel it in every cell. All your cells are painted with this beautiful white light of contentment. So if it's in every cell, it's in every tissue, it's in every organ. And remembering our intention of streams of peace, let streams of peace follow the light. Cleansing, releasing any chi blockages. So remember, blockages, it's not like, ooh, scary, I had blockages. It's just extra energy that your body doesn't need anymore. So maybe it got moved into a place from an emotion. Um, or a physical movement. Maybe you got jarred, caused a blockage. Maybe you actually got injured. Maybe you ate food that didn't agree with you or medicine. Maybe the environment had some toxins in it and you brought that in. So let's help to use the light to clear, use these streams of peace to release. I was talking to my son this morning about how I've discovered not that long ago, last few years, that when I am trying to concentrate, like, oh, I got so many things to do and I want to get them done, I feel the tenseness all over my entire body. And like 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 that's what I need to do to get things done. So I'm trying to remind myself to soften and release. And that can have different effects when you tighten up. Well, your chi's not moving as much, as fast, maybe, right? Absolutely. Your breath, if you tighten up, then your lungs might not have as much room to breathe. Shoulders go up, causes tenseness. It can slow your digestion. I mean, all kinds of things just because of whatever. Like, I'm trying to concentrate. And that's how, for some reason or other, I have learned to do it. Maybe somebody, teacher, hit the ruler on the table and said, pay attention. I don't know. So I find that it's very exciting how when you get a little older, and it's nice if you can do this when you're young. So I hope I can help with that. Um, you start to see maybe you have the time to slow down and notice these things. But I don't think it has to do with age. It's just when you're ready, right? So let's come back to center and just kind of notice how you feel and feel the fuzziness all around you. Maybe you see the light with your eyes closed. And then we'll release our hands down. And we're going to focus on the lower dantian, which is 2 or 3 inches behind the navel. So focus on there, and with the intention of bringing all that beautiful chi that you cultivated. Because when you practice, your chi field expands and you cultivate chi, and we want to bring that back in so that we can have it for the day. So that's what I'm trying to retrain myself with Qigong and training my chi to work with me, is that I am going to use my chi, my healing energy, to help me to be with the world today and do the things I need to do. And as you're doing that, getting in that day, guess what? You're cultivating more chi. Instead of making a little protection, like, okay, I'm protecting myself, but when you protect, then you can't get more in. So anyway, I'm getting off track. So let's concentrate on our lower dantian, see a ball of light, and spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it. And let it get smaller and brighter and smaller and brighter and smaller and brighter. And you're just amazed at what it's turning into. And let it turn into a tiny little energy pill, tucking it deep behind the navel with your gratitude, with your reverence for that life force within you. Rub your hands together, smile, smile, smile. Feel yourself like, you could give yourself a little shake and say, hey, how am I doing? I feel really great. And tell yourself you feel great. Keep that positivity going the whole day. Massage your face with chi lotion from the palm of your hands. It comes straight from your soul. Rub your ears. And we'll take a beautiful 10,000 hand breath in. And allow all those hands popping out from your body to accept the gifts of the universe. And you open your heart and you say, thank you for sending streams of peace into my arms, all 10,002. And you bring your hands together like you're closing the little bag, Santa bag, and you accept those gifts and you bring them down into your chi field, into your physical form. And your heart is so happy, and you bow and you say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And you come back up, and I say many, many blessings. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Now, tomorrow, the plan is I will do Good Morning Bouncing, and then I'm going to drive up to Wisconsin. So Saturday and Sunday, possibly Monday morning, not sure yet. I will see you from there. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Have a beautiful day, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Bye.